it ain't no stopping me. It ain't no stopping me. Got bands, I'ma run it up. It ain't no stopping me. I was born, came up with a plan, now I'm the man. It ain't no stopping me. Got bands, I'ma run it up. It ain't no stopping me.
Yes, sir. So tonight, we're talking about billionaires. While Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, may have made being a billionaire look easy, the math says it's not. Out of the more than 2,700 billionaires in the world, only 17 are black. And just 9 of those are black Americans. Compare that to the fact that nearly 87% of billionaires are white. And well, we've got a long way to go. Now let's pause for a second. Think you know the difference between $1 million and $1 billion? Strap in, because this is where your mind gets blown. If you had $1 million and spent $1,000 every single day, you would run out of money in less than 3 years. But if you had $1 billion and spent $1,000 every single day, it would take you almost 3,000 years to go broke. Yeah, being a billionaire is like being a millionaire times 1,000.
Okay, listen. People don't appreciate the difference between a million and a billion. Okay, I did the calculations myself. 1 million seconds accounts for about a week and a half. Okay, 1 billion seconds is 32 years long. That's crazy. Okay, let's put this into further context. Okay, if you want to be a millionaire, I can give you $5,000 a day for 6 months, and you'd be a millionaire. If I give you $5,000 a day for 547 years, then you would be a billionaire.
Okay, enough math. Let's talk about how ridiculously hard it is to become a billionaire. Just think about it. There are over 22 million millionaires in the US alone, but only 700 billionaires. Now that's less than 1 in 30,000 people. So if being a millionaire is like climbing a mountain, becoming a billionaire is like climbing Mount Everest during a blizzard with no oxygen. So listen, now that you have an idea of just how rare it is to become a billionaire, let alone a black billionaire, as a foundational black American, I want to take this opportunity to salute my fellow black Americans who were able to climb that mountain. Stick around to the end of the video for a bonus you might not see coming. With that being said, number 1. Robert F. Smith, the king of software. Robert F. Smith is the richest black person in America, and it's no surprise why. He founded Vista Equity Partners, which is a private equity firm that buys and sells software companies like Monopoly pieces. Oh, and remember when he paid off an entire graduating class student loans? He's basically the fairy godfather we all wish we had.
This is a challenge to you, alumni. This is my class, 2019. And my family is making a grant to eliminate their student loans. Now, I know my class will make sure they pay this forward. And I want my class to look at these alumnus, these beautiful Morehouse brothers, and let's make sure every class has the same opportunity going forward.
Number 2, David Stewart. David Stewart co-founded Worldwide Technology, a company so big that it serves half of the Fortune 500 companies. That means if you've ever bought something online or worked in an office, David probably made it possible. The man turned tech into a treasure chest. Number 3, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah went from a small town girl to the first black female billionaire in history. She conquered TV, movies, publishing, even snacks. Seriously, if there's an industry Oprah hasn't already owned, you just let me know. You see what I did there with the own? No.
There's been this landmark study from the Center for Disease Control, which debunked many of the myths surrounding black fathers. It found that the majority of black fathers live with their children. Black fathers are more likely to help their children with their homework, prepare meals, bathe and dress their children compared to fathers of other races. So the absent or deadbeat black father myth that many in America believe is really more like a lie.
Number 4, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't just dominate the NBA. He turned sneakers into a billion-dollar empire. Between the Jordan brand and his ownership of the Charlotte Hornets, MJ proves that being the GOAT on the court translates to being the GOAT in the bank.
In the beginning, it could have been Adidas, not Nike.
Yeah.
Tell me how that went down. What was going on in your head?
You know what? The thing is, I never wore Nike shoes until I signed a Nike contract. All through college, we wore Converse. And up to that point, my favorite shoe was an Adidas shoe, you know. And at the time that everybody was starting recruiting me about what shoes to wear, I was pro Adidas, you know, the whole time. And then once I went through the presentation with Nike, you know, they really made a grave effort of trying to, you know, have my input on the shoes, design any shoes that I wanted to wear. But then I was very loyal. I went back to Adidas, the Adidas contract that I had, and said, look, you know, this is the Nike contract. If you come anywhere close, you know, I'll sign with you guys.
Give me something.
Down. Just anywhere close to what they were putting on the table. But at that time, Adidas was a European brand product that they didn't really make a strong, you know, push for the States, and they didn't feel like it was worth it, you know, which in hindsight is perfect for me, because it made my decision that much easier, and I ended up with Nike. And from that point on, the relationship just started to blossom.
Number 5, Jay-Z. Jay-Z isn't a businessman, he's a businessman. From music to fashion to champagne, even to streaming, Hov has turned hustling into an art form. If money talks, Jay-Z's got my ear.
My question is, how do you feel about the backlash that you faced for partnering with the NFL and kind of going against how many black people feel towards the NFL, like in this moment?
Yeah, that's a great question. Here's my belief. You know, you're speaking to a large part of America, and we're telling stories that happen to us on a day-to-day basis. Now, someone that's not of our world and not seeing that every day are looking at us like, this can't be the truth. There has to be more to this story. You can't just open someone's door and kill them, and that's it. Something else has had to happen. So not everyone in the world is racist, right? So I think when you speak to people and you speak to them in human in language, like if it was your child that was coming on, how would you feel? For me, the strategy was the NFL has a huge platform, and to use that platform to reach people who care, who necessarily don't know what's going on, or don't necessarily believe it because it doesn't happen to them day to day. So if we can speak to them and they can have the compassion and the empathy for what's happening with us, that's how we're going to change things. Or else it's going to be like a small increment change. We need huge sweeping change for us to be able to affect something. So that's my strategy. That's what I'm thinking. It may not work. It may not work, but I'm going to try really hard. And just so you know, my intentions are in the right place. They couldn't pay me enough. I have my own money. I made my own money. It's nothing that they could pay me.
Number 6, Tyler Perry, the studio king. Now, Tyler Perry didn't just make movies. He built $1 billion studio in Atlanta that's bigger than the Hollywood lots. He's created jobs and changed the game, and proved that Madea isn't just funny, she's profitable.
A lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will, in the in our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then, that is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody to, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
Number 7, LeBron James, king of the court and cash. LeBron isn't just an NBA superstar. He's a billionaire entrepreneur. With investments in media, sports teams, and his own brand, he's redefining what it means to be a player, both on and off the court.
No matter how much money you have, no matter how famous you are, no matter how many people admire you, being black in America it's tough. It just goes to show that that racism will always be a part of the world, a part of America. Hate, in America, especially for African American, is living every day. And even though that, that it's concealed most of the time, even though people hide their faces and will say things about you, and when they see you, they smile in your face. It's alive every single day. And we got a long way to go for us as a society and for us as African Americans until we feel equal in America.
Number 8, Sean Diddy Combs, the mogul of music, the bad boy you love to hate. Music, check. Fashion, check. Spirits, big check. Despite his current legal battles, Diddy was able to turn his creative genius into a billion-dollar lifestyle and empire.
In order for us to vote for Biden, we can't be taken for granted like we always are because we're supposed to be Democrats or because people are afraid of Trump. It's whoever's going to take care of our community, whoever wants to make a deal. It's business at this point. We can't trust politicians, so we want to know very clearly, just like Trump made it clear that he wanted to build a wall, Biden needs to make it clear that he's going to change the lives and quality of life of black and brown people, or else he can't get the vote. I will hold the vote hostage if I have to.
Number 9, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson turned his basketball IQ into business brilliance. From Starbucks franchises to sports ownership, Magic is proof that you can win in the game of life just as easily as you can win on the court. All right, guys, that is our 9 Black American billionaires. But as promised, I do have one extra for you. Shout out and salute to our good sister, Rihanna, the Fenty phenomenon. So technically, Rihanna is not from America. She's actually from Barbados. So I didn't want to mention her with the 9 Black American billionaires. But we all know that she was able to become a billionaire under the tutelage of Jay-Z after immigrating to the United States. So I'll give her as a bonus. Shout out to Rihanna and all of the other 9 foundational Black American billionaires. We all must continue the fight for economic justice. If you've gotten any value from watching the video today, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. It's free and it does boost us in the algorithm so our message can get out to a broader audience. Also, check out the links in the description to support by buying my book, The Chronicles of Big Mistake. For the next 30 days, you can get it for free on Amazon. Check out the link in the description. That being said, see you in the next one. Peace. So you made it all the way to the end of the video, but you haven't hit the like button yet. Come on now. You're cheating me, you're cheating yourself. Go ahead, hit the like button. And while you're at it, you might as well smash the subscribe button so you can get notifications every time I drop a video. I make a video every day, a different topic, a different subject. They're all interesting, so you can check them all out by hitting the subscribe button and setting your notifications to all so you get an alert when I drop a video. There you go.